This is Heather Laurie from SpecialNeedsHomeschooling.com, and I'm continuing my series of cooking with low energy. And I thought about doing the chicken again because this time of year chicken is really low priced and it's the #1 protein selling out there. So what I did is I found 4 whole chickens, and I'm going to show you how to take 4 whole chickens and cook them in a couple of different ways, and have probably, these are 5-pound fryers. So you probably have a meal, maybe as much as 3 meals out of them for one cooking. And then you can even have that wonderful Sunday dinner that everybody wants. And I love having my family around the table. So the first one is going to be just your absolutely classic chicken dinner. So what I do is I take some oil and I put oil around it, and I am just simply going to take about, for a 5-pound fryer, about 2 tablespoons of salt, and I'm going to, over the top and inside, come here chicken, I want it inside as well, and on the bottom side a little bit. It's going to, the bottom is going to be sitting in broth, so that's not a big deal. Ooh, well, gross. I'll have to clean the outside of my pepper when I'm done here. And just a tiniest bit of pepper, depending on how much you like it. I love pepper, so I'm going to use a lot. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to take this and make sure that it gets all over the place. In the summer, when I have herb butter and I have herbs going outside, I just simply carefully separate the skin here and put herb butter underneath. So let's just cover all that up, flip it over. I am not one to put lots of twine and stuff on my chicken to make it look pretty, because if you have kids like mine, it doesn't live that long. So then I take 1 quartered up onion, and the dog will try to eat that piece and get a good taste of it and go, he's not gonna like that. I did about 5 small potatoes and a couple of big carrots, and I'm just going to surround this, and I'm going to roast it in my oven for about 350. The temperature it's got to get to, I believe, is 165 degrees inside. It is well worth your time to get a thermometer and double check the temperature. Alright, so that is done. And one last, over these potatoes and things, I put just a little bit of oil to kind of crisp up the edges. And this is done. Here we go. This is a sweeter blend, a rostier blend, but it's used in the crock pot. The one thing is your chicken's going to fall apart. The joints are going to give, but you can always kind of recreate that on a plate if you want to. But then again, like my family, we don't get that far. Smelling the good food, it's gone. All right, now we're doing the other 2 chickens. Part of what made this so easy is that we stick with the same fundamentals. All 4 chickens went into the sink. They were washed off, paper toweled off. Now I had 4 chickens ready to go immediately. All 4 chickens simply needed a spice blend put over them, and I like to make sure that they adhere very well to my chicken by using a little bit of oil that I use one of these squeeze bottles. I went and got the squeeze bottles from Sam's. I use them for all sorts of things. They're easier on my hands, and they're nice and neat and not heavy. So I have oil ready to go. I make the spice blends up, and I'm ready to go with 3 of the 4 chickens without really doing almost anything else. And then just had to rough chop for the classic chicken. So this is a way you can take 4 chickens and very easily come up with 4 different ways, and I can actually cook 2 of these chickens today and be ready for later. Say you get home from a doctor's appointment or you've been out at co-op Now suddenly I have a roasted chicken that I can throw on salad without having to buy it at the store or do anything other than heat it up. All right, so we're gonna do the last 2 chickens. Last 2 chickens. Simply put a little oil over both of them. Now, one of these is a very classic sticky chicken. I've had sticky chicken recipes with varying spices from Co-op, from my grandmother, all over online. So sticky chicken has paprika and garlic powder and onion powder. I'm going to put this in attached to the down below description. And it's a low and slow cooker that when you go to do lunch, you do lunch for the kids and you throw your chicken in and it cooks low and slow the rest of the day. And again, this is something that, like, at the end of the day when you're running out of energy, you don't have to worry that much about. The other one is more of a sweet chicken. It's got an unusual aroma. It's got some cloves in it, and it is my trial that I am working on. So we'll take the one with herbs and spices. This is my spicy chicken. Not as in spicy hot, but as in spicy cloves and nutmeg and these other yummy spices. This should be a Christmas chicken. I'll call it a Christmas chicken because that's what it really smells like. All right. Doesn't look like there's very much in there, but boy, when you start shaking, there is a lot. And so I'm going to make sure, once again, we get a little bit put in here. And chicken, you are going in my freezer. So here you go. Ready to go down to my freezer directly. Alright, since I know sticky chicken comes with a lot of spices, a lot more than that, I'm actually going to put my chicken, let me get a little oil on the other side of it. I'm going to put it all into, let me set this down, and this nice huge Ziploc baggie that I came across, and I am just gonna rub it in. I zipped through that, and so you know, we did sticky chicken, classic chicken, we did what I'm now calling Christmas chicken, and we did a roastierre crock pot chicken. 2 of these chickens are going directly into the freezer. One's going in the crock pot to be cooked now and used later. And then the classic chicken, the kids are getting chicken tonight. So I hope you enjoyed. This is Heather Laurie of Special Needs Homeschooling, and we're doing easy cooking for those of us with low energy. So have a great day. Bye-bye.